Hey guys, so tonight I wanted to do a video on the Spyderco Endura 4s, and I know these videos have been out there for years and years, and there's nothing that I can really add to this video that you probably haven't already heard before. But what I wanted to do was talk about an experience that I'm dealing with, and kind of shed some light on some opportunities, potential ways of handling situations if you find yourself in a similar situation to mine. So I bought this Endura 4. I bought it off of eBay. I bought it secondhand. As you can see, it's been loved. Somebody's used it. And when I bought it, I got it for a decent price. It was off of eBay. The guy, fully disclosed that it had problems, but I didn't really pay that much attention to the problems until I got the knife. And then once I got the knife, I really understood what he was talking about. So the lock back here, this had apparently broken off for him at some point, and his way of fixing it was to weld a piece of metal back on, grind it down, and it works, right? So it locks up. The problem is it doesn't lock up very well. So what you get is, as you can see, I'm not pushing down on anything, and it's just breaking the lock. So started looking around for repair kits, parts kits, things like that. Also the blade is a little scuffed up. Not the end of the world, but it's just something that kind of bugs me. I prefer nice and clean. But at any rate, I started looking around for parts kits, and I couldn't find any parts kits. Now they sell parts kits that have certain parts, like you can get the liners, and you can get I think it's the spring mechanism, or the mechanism inside here that holds the lock back, gives it tension. You can get the clips, you can get the liners, like I said, but you can't get the blades, and you can't get the lock back itself. So I needed a lock back, and I couldn't get one. So what do? I've got an Endura 4 that's broken. I wanted to fix it. I like it. I want to keep it. I don't want to just trash it. I paid money for it. So how do you fix it? Well, in comes this guy. So you look around on the internet, and you find that there are Spydercos that are genuine. This one is a genuine Endura 4. I bought this recently, and you can tell, well, I don't know if you can tell, but I can tell, it looks very similar to this one. Like, the engraving for the brand is there. You flip it over, the engraving for the steel is, or the location rather, is there. Seki City, Japan. It's the same on both. Everything else, is pretty identical. The only difference, or the difference is this third one, and we'll compare this to the newer Endura 4. The difference is when you get into here, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, the print, let me see if I can do this. The print on the VG10 is not engraved. It is like laser etched or printed or something like that. So that should start to give you an indicator of what's going on here. Another one is the steel feels a little different. The grind shapes on the blades themselves are slightly different. So you can start to kind of put together a picture of where I'm going with this. The handle material, I don't know, feels similar, but not the same. So at any rate, what I have here is I have an eBay copy of the Endura 4. And why do I have the eBay copy? Well, I have the eBay copy, the Chinese made copy, even though it's a copy and not the real deal. I can take this apart, and I can put the parts that I get out of this into this one to fix this one. So I'm not going to take the blade. All I'm going to take is this back lock right here to resolve this issue that I've got back here. The rest of the knife, I don't really care about. I don't intend to keep it. I don't intend to use it for anything. I'm not going to resell it, obviously, but I needed this backspacer, or this back lock. So I'm going to steal parts out of here to put into here, because Spyderco won't sell me parts to fix this. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this, and I'll let you know how it goes. Thanks. Be back. Real quick, guys, something I wanted to add to the video and forgot. So in doing search for clones and copies and things like that, ways to discover or tell if if the Spyderco that you're getting is real or fake or not, one of the indicators was on the boxes. So you see I have all 3 boxes here for all 3 knives. These 2 are real. You know, these 2 Endura 4s, those are the real ones. This one is the fake. So here's the box, and I'll just do side by sides. They're very, very similar. So if you're gonna try to pick out which one is the real and which one is the fake, you're gonna have a hard time. So I don't know if you guys can see this very well or not, but I'll just use 2 of them to keep it simple. So the fake is the blue. So this one's the fake. So if you look at the boxes, and you look at I was told, or I saw somebody talk about how the little triangle here can be a good indicator. I don't know if you guys can see that, but they look pretty darn close to me. Sometimes the spacing on the appendages of the spider might be able to give it away. Again, they look pretty similar to me. So anyway, good luck telling based off of the box. Here's the internals of the box. Again, they look identical to me. People have talked about the kind of plastic that were in the bags. I don't know. They look pretty identical to me. This one was in this one. This one was in that one. It's not. I don't know. I don't know how you tell looking at the box. Honestly, I think the Chinese are onto the packaging at least. So the packaging looks pretty good. You can. The font's a little bit different. I mean, if you're a collector, you might be able to pick that out. There's a little bit of difference here. Again, this is the fake. This is the real. But man, you'd have a hard time if you were buying this on the secondhand market. You would have a very difficult time trying to figure out what was what. So, all right. Anyway, I just wanted to add that to the conversation. So you'll see that in the video. I'll be back. Thanks. And this is them. This is the 2 knives completely apart. So you can see this one has some wear on it. And, it's been used. It's been carried. It's been loved. And this one is all new parts in it. So I'm going to take this lock bar here and try to replace it with this one, or replace this one with it rather. And you can see on here a little better back here. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. You can see right there, that's where it was cut or broke and welded back on, and now it doesn't hold. So anyway, taking that apart, I also wanted to point out they have what appears to be phosphor bronze washers, but I don't know. I'm just going to keep the ones I have. That's a better look at the printing on that blade, so you can see a little closer, a little more clear there. So anyway, I'll come back as soon as it's all back together. Hey guys, I'm back. So I got it all back together, and Just wanted to kind of cover what happened while I had it all apart. So taking it apart, the screws are a little bit different. They're a different size. I think they were a T9 on the fake, and they were a T8 on the original. So I got it apart just fine. I got the replacement part in there, but as you can see, it sticks up just a little bit. Let me pull that in. And if it'll focus, there it goes. So as you can see, it sticks out just a little bit, which, you know, I don't like it, but I'll show you the rest here in a second. So you can see how it compares to the other one. So that's the original, and then that's what it's supposed to look like. That's what this one looks like with the Chinese part in there. And it goes all the way down, and it sticks up just a little bit all the way down. So anyway, but the important thing to me, and the whole purpose of this video, is because of this right here. So I'm pushing down as hard as I can, and it's not popping. So to me, that is a bit of a success. So if there is a little bit of blade play, and it's because it's not getting 100% lockup on the back here. You can kind of see that. So, you know, you get what you pay for, right? This is a Chinese part. So it's not 100%, but it's better than it was. All in all, I'm gonna count this as a success. It won't break anymore, so I'm not too concerned with carrying it. I was concerned with carrying it prior to this because it would pop open pretty easily. So, and I have this one. You know, this is one I just got while I was waiting for this one to come in. I like this one. Obviously, there's nothing wrong with it. This one's brand new. So, but I like this green one. I like that it's been loved and used, and I won't have any problems using it as well because somebody's popped its cherry already. Anyway, this one is, as you can see, this one is broke. There is no lockup on this one anymore. I put the broken part in here just so it had a place to stay, but there's no lock. And the reason there's no lock is this little guy. You guys are probably familiar with this. This is the bar that holds the locking bar up and gives it the tension that it needs in order to maintain the lock. I could not get this back in, pushed back down. As soon as I get it almost down, it would just pop right back out. So I said, screw it, I'll throw it in a parts bin, and if I ever need any more parts, I have a parts knife here. So anyway, that's about it. Just wanted to share my experience. All in all, I'm pleased. Got an inexpensive Endura, got an inexpensive copy, and I was able to repair it. Maybe if Endura, or rather Spyderco, if they sold some of the parts that people needed in order to maintain and repair their knives, we wouldn't have these problems as customers, and we could you know, keep the money here in America. But Spyderco doesn't want to do that, so these are the options that we have to take. Anyway, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, any questions, any concerns, put them in the comments section below. You know, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I got plenty of other videos, lots of knife videos, gun videos. I do IT work, so I do IT videos as well. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.